all about
There
it.
he
Sunday
goes.
Papers Extra Edition. We haven't taken a break in a while. We're here. We're queer.
You know what's wild? Someone the other day goes, "Yeah, and what is your friend? What does he scream at the top of the podcast?" I don't know if I have successfully blocked it out. I couldn't remember you yell read all about it. How about that?
Wow.
That's like I should go get checked out, I think.
Well, you and I were just talking about a woman that we both know very well. You've hired her on a show. I have worked with her many, many, many times. And I had to Google her to remember her name because neither of us could remember it.
Oh, man. I know.
It's like, it's debilitating. I'm 59. I can't imagine what this is going to be like in another 10 years.
I think we're more ready for it than the regular bear. In other words, I think my name recall has been the worst thing ever my whole life.
Yes.
So I think I'm ready for it. By the way, okay, so let's say it gets worse. So in all the cases that I can't remember anything, technically I don't think that can get worse. I can't remember a name, so I can't remember it worse.
Yeah.
So those will be the same. It'll just be more of them, I guess.
I was in the green room at the Comedy Store talking to two comedians.
Who shall go nameless for a few reasons.
It's the Ali Wong was one of them. And we were talking about directing specials. And I said, I directed 2 specials for this comic. And they said, what's his name? And I literally blanked on his name. And they both stared at me and they stared at each other. And Ali goes, that's really weird.
Yeah.
And his name is Zane Lamprey. It's a weird fucking name to remember.
Right.
But he's a really good comic. We spent weeks together. And I forgot his fucking name.
I mean, there might be listeners who know little hacks and cheat codes to do this, but yeah, a lot of times your story just resonated with me because a lot of times it's when there's pressure on.
Yes.
And then I think that's a very big part of the ADD. And you can't stay focused on the image of their face or what letters come to mind when you're trying to recall someone's name. And a lot of what I think about in those instances is not being able to think about it.
Right.
And fear, really.
And you have to make associations like Zane sounds like insane, so I have to think about him being a crazy person.
Right.
And then it'll come to me.
Yeah. So, anyway.
So I am recovering from knee surgery that I got on Monday.
Oh, yeah.
I had, it's no big deal. It was
quick recovery so far.
Yes, it was a meniscus tear, and so you're up the next day. They want you on the exercise bike for 10 minutes. I've been doing the exercise bike every day. I've been doing my leg lifts. They gave me opioids to take, which I took on the first day. And I don't know if you remember this, but I had a kind of a little addictive 6 months with them after my shoulder surgery, like 10 years ago.
I don't remember it that much, but you were the best version of yourself. Is that what you're referring to?
Yes, it helps
okay,
a lot.
that.
You might not remember me talking about it, but you might remember me slipping off into your bathroom during a dinner party at your house for an extended period of time. And some noise going on in your medicine cabinet.
Okay.
And so it was bad. It was really bad. I was taking like 3 or 4 a day. I did not need them for the pain anymore. And coming off of it was probably the darkest 2 days of my entire life. It was brutal. And so they gave me these opioids, and I said to myself, don't take these. But the pain was really bad, so I took it for 1 day. And of course, immediately, I'm supposed to take 2. I took like 5. And so I woke up the next day in a deep depression. And it's taken me like 2 or 3 days of depression to come out of it again. I just realized I can't take this shit.
Oh, wait a minute. So you mentioned this right before we pressed record. I thought you were saying, or maybe you're adding to it, but that it was the surgery and being under, and
yes,
that's what you've been sent you downward.
Yes, I think it's a combination of because first of all, when they put me under, they used propofol, which is fine. There's no hangover from propofol. I would even argue you feel better when you come out of it. But then they put me on some heavy narcotic while I was under, and that set me off. So yeah, I got to stick to mushrooms and a very occasional edible marijuana. That's it. That's my drug intake that I can handle.
Wow. All right.
And no booze.
So you're giving the extra pills to our friend?
Yep.
All right. I like
Everybody's got a friend that as soon as you get surgery, they call you and they're not checking in on you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's funny. Dinner this week was fun, and you were 2 days out of surgery when we had dinner?
Yep.
Picked you up and had the seat all back for you, and you walk out with a cane. Took me by surprise.
Yeah. And I appreciated you driving until I remembered the way you drive to places, which is utter insanity, and it's so indicative of your personality.
No, I didn't do that this time.
All you had to do was take Venice Boulevard to Fairfax, and you had to go left here, right here. At one point, you went over a curb to get onto the 10.
You told me to.
No, you said, should I? And I said, yeah, if it's your car, fucking do it. And another point, you drove into a road that said, do not enter.
That's a bullshit rich street that they've tried to stop the traffic, and they say it's a dead end, and it's not.
We made no less than 35 turns. It should have been 3.
No,
And
I changed it for you because I know you're such a pussy with that. And we took Venice almost all the way, and then I checked with you, and I said, all right, it says we can go on. You're like, go on the 10. That would be better because you like the 10 because there's less turns. So we got on the 10, and then I took your advice. Keep in mind, you go take this exit, which was Cienega, and you're going to drive through it and not exit, and then you're going to get to Fairfax. We did it. It became a parking lot, and then I said, this is so boring, but I'm like, look, I'll drive over this embankment, which was pretty steep at that point, to get back on the highway. You're like, do it. That's exactly how it went.
I just think if anybody wants to know your personality, take a car ride with you at rush hour. You saved approximately 3 minutes.
I also vow to myself I'm moving out of this city.
Yeah.
It took us, all right, how far was the restaurant? 7 miles?
8 miles.
Let's say the restaurant was 8 miles. Hour and 20 minutes.
Yep.
And that's... And as Greg just said, it would have been an hour 30 plus, but I shaved some serious time off of that.
And then we get there and they're like, oh, we could have met on the west side.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How about those guys, whatchamacallit, Ubering there?
Yeah, that's the move.
From the valley.
That's the move.
They had 2 drinks over a 2-hour period.
Yeah.
That's not a concern.
No. But it was fun, and so I'm off to Chicago tomorrow. Here's my deal. I have to fly with my bad knee, so they're picking me up in a wheelchair when I get to the airport, which I don't even know how that works. But
we've arrived.
I've reserved.
We have arrived.
Yes. So they pick me up, and then they take me in. But with the TSA thing, I don't know if my flight... Oh, shit, I didn't plug my headphones in. Fuck.
Oh, look at you.
So this will sound a little funky for a while.
I got a notice from. Wait till you hear this one from. I'm flying tomorrow to Florida. Flight's not canceled yet, but JetBlue. Go ahead, finish your wheelchair.
Yeah. So whether or not my flight goes, I don't know. Then I get to Chicago, and there's going to be a snowstorm, and then I have to go in a car 3 hours to Wisconsin to do a show Sunday night, and then hope my flight from a small airport in Appleton, Wisconsin, connecting through Chicago during a snowstorm, during a TSA shutdown, somehow makes it back on Monday with my bad leg and a wheelchair.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's rough. Listen to this. This is JetBlue, by the way. This has nothing to do with the delays. Hi, Michael. We have some important information about your upcoming JetBlue flight from LA. We recently moved our operations at LAX. This is important for anyone to know out here. From Terminal 5 to Terminal 1. So all of JetBlue moved. That's pretty big. You'll now check in and go through security at Terminal 1. All right, here's a message that you and I just sort of smirk at and never think about again. To ensure a smooth travel experience, please plan accordingly. Flights departing from gates 12 to 18, you should arrive at least 2 hours before departure. Hold on. Flights departing from gates 100 to 235, which sounds like most of them, you have to arrive 3 hours before your scheduled departure. You and I are deep REM state 3 hours before our flight departs. Are you kidding me?
Well, if you're going in at Terminal 1 and the flight is at Terminal 4, that means that you have to go through the airport on foot 3 entire terminals.
So they've clarified some of this. The 3 hours. My flight is less than 3 hours. What you have to do is you have to go through Terminal 1 security, then take a dedicated shuttle bus to your gate.
Okay.
That's a problem, JetBlue. That is a problem.
Man, Thanksgiving is going to be a disaster around the country.
I'm so glad I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, God.
And we'll see if I get back. I guess I'm risking that. I'm supposed to come back on Tuesday. Going down to hang with Dad.
Nice.
Yep. See how that's going. And yeah. So
I think I'm going to New York. Oh, what's going on, Mom Donnie? What do you think of the Mom Donnie win?
You know, this is the best part of Mom Donnie, and loving it and rooting for it and excited to see the disruption is I don't live there.
Yes.
So I don't know. It's very easy to be on the outside. I actually liked his acceptance speech. It was first of all, he told you what he'd do, very clear terms. And, you know, there's all these naysayers, but then, you know, most of the naysayers wear Rolexes. So take that with a grain of salt. That he can run the city. It's like, he's not doing this alone. He's going to hire like the smartest, best people. One thing, though, for the political junkies out there, he hired, and I should know her name, he hired a woman. His transition team is all women. And one of them, this guy...
Wait, did they start as men and they transitioned to women?
That's exactly... It's a team, and it's a team effort.
Right.
Hold on here. Let me see if I have it. But this woman, apparently, she is the most feared woman in corporate America. She's the one, like, with all these consumer protection, like, for instance, that it needs to be by law 1 click to unsubscribe, from anything corporate.
Oh, I love it.
Exactly. All that stuff. So wait, with props, we have to give it up. Ready?
No longer need to glaze him in order to build election hype. However, picking Lena Khan as the chair of your transition team.
Wait, this guy's hysterical about it.
Day one, and this motherfucker has chosen the nuclear option. I saw the news and I was like, oh.
So he calls her the nuclear option because she's like, she has caused more nightmares in Silicon Valley than anybody else. She holds them accountable. She's all about consumer advocacy and just slowing down the absolute billionaire roll with how much they can exploit consumers and the public.
Yes, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And then you got these billionaires that are red-faced going, well, guess what? I'm moving to Florida. And it's like, okay, so you make $20 million a year and you're angry that you have to give an extra $1 million back to the city? What kind of piece of shit are you that you're going to pick up and move? Good. Fucking go. Somebody else will pick up the slack. Also,
I saw someone go, all right, Mom Donnie's elected, and now all these billionaires and millionaires are telling us they're going to move. Here you go. Guess what? Don't tell us. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just go. Stop.
Right.
Why are you announcing it? Who gives a shit? Get the fuck out.
Yes. The business will still take place in New York, and it'll be a young, hungry entrepreneur that probably has better ideas than you.
Corporate tax rates
suck.
were so giant before Reagan ruined our country. Corporate tax rates were so high, and everybody, including the corporations, benefited.
Did you see Billie Eilish give $10 million to a charity or more? And then there were billionaires in the room, and she goes, if you're a billionaire, you're a piece of garbage. You should be ashamed of yourself. Why aren't you giving your money away?
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
And what's his name? I always forget his name. The bald guy from NYU, professor of economics. He said the same exact thing this week. He's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
If you're not how do you not have the best name and reputation as a super generous person?
No, as bad as the robber barons were, they set up, the libraries and the museums and orphanages. They were involved. I mean, they sucked. They were just as shitty as the billionaires today, but at least they made an attempt to do good stuff.
Galloway I was trying to think of. Oh, yeah, no. I just drove through Teton National Park, Yellowstone, and made my way up to Glacier. The Rockefellers bought almost the entire run I made and prohibited and gave it to national, made them donate it to national parks, or some of them are still in their name, absolutely protected, zero development allowed. They preserve that land.
Now, what's this about Palm Beach? Speaking of rich people.
Oh, well, I'm going down there, and I was going to make it a story, but it's not really a story. But the insanity I'm about to go to, and we have a Florida man story about Palm Beach also. But there is a teardown house, and and this was a headline in the Wall Street Journal. I'll just read the headline. A potential teardown in Palm Beach hits the market for $185 million. Okay.
Damn. And you know the crazy thing is, in 10 years, it's going to be worth $230 million. Those properties just keep on going up. You look at these Beverly Hills properties, every celebrity they always list when they sell their properties, they all double in 5 or 6 years. And I think part of it is them having their name on it.
A little, but I'd watch what you say about beachfront property in Florida,
right?
Because there could be some. First of all, that guy doesn't need insurance, but insurance is almost impossible now since that Miami building collapse. So especially in taller buildings, which are not primary, homes, but still insurance because of all of the storms. Never mind the corrosion in the other like condo buildings, but the storms now, insurance companies are losing money.
Well, not only that, but all these, including my mother's building, because of that Miami building collapse, they're forcing them to do huge structural changes. Like my mother's building had balconies. Every unit had a balcony. And this is a, 7-story block-long building. They said they had to take all the balconies down. They spent 3 years with unbelievable construction noise taking down, and so of course there was assessments. It was like $100,000 assessments for everybody in the building.
Yep. Yeah, no, I think my dad's building just got hit with assessments. I'm not kidding you. I think it was $250,000. Like under your door comes a bill like, oh, you owe the HOA $250,000.
Damn.
And like you're like, oh, well, he's living in a rich place. It's like, well, that is actually beside the point. This is literally what it would have cost poor people anything. It's the bill for retrofitting and checking out all the infrastructure of your building, the metal that has corroded or whatever it is, and then the slew of inspections to get it up to snuff.
At a certain point, you got to go, all right, how old am I? What are the chances of this happening? And how bad would it be to just get crumbled in a building? Like, it happens.
Right, except you didn't have a choice there. You know what happens with the assessments is they have a program set up where they can lend you money, so you get on a payment plan if you can't do it. Otherwise, you gone.
Wow.
It's not like so most people in my dad's building, including my dad now, no longer have insurance. So kind of like what you're saying. They're like, and also, of course, you have to sue the insurance company if, God forbid, something happens.
Right.
They don't want to pay.
And FEMA's not around anymore. They've cut and slashed that whole program.
Yeah. So
anyway. The logo this week is from Lawrence Tarpey.
Now,
wait, did we do this last week?
I literally thought this was like a joke, or since it's twins.
Wait, yeah, never mind. Take it out. It's not from Lawrence Tarpey. It's from Bob, and I'm dropping it in right now.
So for those of you at home listening,
Greg
had the Shining logo in there, which was last week, and
but this week
very disturbing
Bob,
faces, which I didn't want to see again.
It is.
Let's see this logo. Oh, I like this.
Yeah. It's us moving Prince Andrew out. We're carrying a couch. How about that?
The underage couch.
How about that picture? Was it Tom that sent us? And it was a picture of Prince Andrew with a purple cape on, and it said, Andrew, formerly known as Prince.
Yeah. Good one.
That was a good one. A song this week. Oh, my God. I got to say, last week's song, people flipped out about how great it was. It was by a guy named Thor.
It was our most commented on song.
EPQ said, holy shit, the song from the last episode was simply amazing. Loved, loved, loved. Kelly Cardell said, first off, love the podcast. Second thing, I'm obsessed with the song for this week's episode. I know you said the artist goes by Thor. Is there another name, or does he have other songs that are available to listen to elsewhere? Would love to hear more. So Thor, I believe I asked him, and he says he doesn't. But Thor, please email us if you do have other stuff, because people, I mean, there's like 5 other emails. I won't read them all, but
Thor's not going to sell out, man. He's pure artist.
Right. He doesn't
want
about
to sell
Sunday.
out.
He's Sunday. We have overall exclusive deals with certain songwriters.
Searching for Thor. It's like Sugar Man. He's like Sugar Man. You got to go find him.
This week's song, which is also, I think we're going to get a ton of good feedback on, is from Chris Maher.
You did not send it to me.
I did not send it to you, and I apologize.
Sorry, Chris. Can't wait to hear it.
But I can tell you firsthand, it's a great one. I always rank the songs, so I know. Like, I have a folder with tons of songs in it, and I number them 1 through 10, and this is a 9.
Oh, all right. Hey. Yeah. Well, I mean, everyone loves hearing you talk about music, so I'm sure.
I know, and
these
sports,
rankings,
sports and music. Send us some more songs. We're always looking for new ones. Send them in. No AI, please. We don't care if it's you.
Wait, why don't I'm not against AI?
Why am I against it?
No, I'm not against it.
I am.
It's a tool. You could use it.
Well, I just feel like it's not fair to the people that take the time and the energy to make one originally, you know? Because it takes about 30 seconds. I mean, I could make an AI song for the show.
How about this, Greg? It sounds like we'll be able to filter them out. You'll know immediately if it's AI.
Don't you remember 2 weeks ago, I thought it was AI, and I said it was, and then the guy made us a 20-minute video of him re-recording the song and showing us each track. So I don't know. It's hard to tell sometimes.
So that seems to me then your little rules should be thrown out. Have you heard the AI version? They did a 70s soul version of an Oasis song.
Yes.
It's extraordinary.
Yeah. No, it's over. It's over.
Yeah.
Corrections. Brian G. said during this day in history, Greg asked about the date of the first thermonuclear bomb test. As a PhD nuclear engineer,
whoa,
I thought I'd chime in. The bombs used on Japan were fission devices that use uranium and plutonium as fuel. Thermonuclear weapons use both fission stage followed by a fusion stage. I seem to remember this from high school, allowing for much higher explosive yields. Yay!
Yields. Good yields.
The first test was about 500 times more powerful than the Nagasaki bomb. That's crazy. Russia actually detonated the most powerful bomb ever, a thermonuclear device that was over 2,000 times more powerful than Nagasaki. Hope you sleep well with this information. Take it, Ish.
Oh my God, I saw a thing this week where they talked about, it might even been a clip in a show or something, but the North Atlantic nuclear sub situation with Russia and how much our guard is down. And also when you see a purge, and that's what they've defined this as, a purge of our military leadership across all
like
fronts.
25 of the biggest military leaders in the country.
That is a real sign of weakness.
Yeah.
And especially when they're replacing them with clowns who have no institutional knowledge of anything related to their job.
Yeah. All right. Sleep well.
Yeah.
Another correction, Joe Blow said Point Break. Point Break is a 90s movie. Fitzdog must have been thinking of Fast Break.
Fast Break.
Kaplan.
I love Fast Break.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Well, I loved Gabe. It was
movie?
1979. I loved Gabe. I mean, Cotter, man. Mr. Cotter.
Missouri Breaks, 1976 with Marlon Brando. Either way, uttered with Fitzfact ultimate confidence.
Sure was, Joe Blow.
You want to see confidence? Check me out in Appleton, Wisconsin tonight at Skyline, November 9th. Get through the snow. It'll be easy. Lafayette, Louisiana, Club 337 on November 12th. Ticket sales are light. It will not sell out.
Oh.
Then I'll be at Skankfest in New Orleans, Phoenix at the Desert Ridge Improv, November 28th through 30th. Then I'll be in San Francisco, Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey, Cleveland, Atlanta. Get tickets at fitzdog.com. Come out and see some live comedy.
There you go.
And as long as your wallet is out and Christmas is coming,
oh, man.
We here at Sunday Papers would like to endorse a company wholeheartedly. Uncommon Goods is a way for you to get personal. You look through their catalog of homemade, one-of-a-kind gifts by independent companies. They let people feel like you care about them. You didn't just check it off the list and make a 30-second stop at the mall, at the Gap. You found something that they're going to remember forever. It's a great company. The website is so simple to use. And they also give $1 back for every purchase that you make. They will make a donation to the charity of your choice. They've given over $3 million to date. They got stuff for teens. They got stuff for maybe you like the kitchen. Maybe you like sports. My daughter she likes to be comfortable around the house. And so I bought her these slippers. They're like Uggs, and they smell like lavender. And they are so fluffy. They came in the mail. I couldn't believe the quality for the price. Unbelievable. So
I'm looking at their stocking stuffers right now. And you know what it is? Unlike when you go, obviously you could look at the big bookstore online and say, oh my God, well, maybe they have everything. Here, they have things that aren't available there. Also, it's so much more of a creative experience going on here. Like even in this, just for friends, I mean, whether it's the hot chocolate on a stick or there's this other one, mystery prize bathtub bomb, like there's just it just seems more creative, quirky, and personal. And then look at this one. What is this? Foul language tea towel. Greg, look, this is for you. It's tits and boobies.
I love it.
And the algorithm better recognize a tit is a bird that I just said, okay?
Oh, that's right. So don't wait. Make this holiday the year you give something truly unforgettable. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/papers. That's uncommongoods.com/papers for 15% off.
There it is.
Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods. We're all out of the ordinary.
See?
All right. You got some crinklage?
I do. Let's see how these papers have held up. Here we go. What is this? Well, it's a script that has Wolverine and Colossus and Cyclops. I don't even know what that is. Probably a student of mine. Here we go. Front page.
All right. Sometimes you have the WGA letters because they crinkle well. I get these checks, and it's really hilarious. Like, I'll get a stack of 5 residual checks from SAG-AFTRA, and then I open them, and the range is 1 penny to 5 pennies. on each check. And then I get one out of the mailbox yesterday. I rip it open. I look down. It says $233. I was like, finally, some real money. And then I look, and it's the bill that I owe them for my annual dues.
That's perfect. Well, just save all those pennies. You'll be set.
A jury awarded $10 million to former first-grade Virginia teacher Abby Werner, who was shot and seriously wounded by a 6-year-old student in 2023. A civil case that accused the school's former assistant principal of ignoring multiple warnings the day of the shooting. She was shot in the hand and chest by a single bullet at Rich Neck Elementary School in Newport News, Virginia. She spent 2 weeks in the hospital, had 6 surgeries. The bullet to her chest narrowly missed her heart and remains lodged there.
Oh,
she no longer has full use of her left hand and has left teaching. She accused the assistant principal of gross negligence. She said she went to her office the morning of the shooting and said the boy was, quote, in a violent mood and had threatened to beat up another student.
6.
The vice principal had no response to Werner's concerns.
Maybe he responded like I did. He's 6. Calm down.
Right. Well, I guess as a teacher, one thing she doesn't have to teach is that kid had a shoot. Nice, right in the heart. One shot.
Listen, I don't know if she put out her hand to block, and it went through her hand into her boob, or if she was touching herself in front of 6-year-olds.
Maybe that's why he shot her.
I know, and he got both in one shot.
Yeah.
Maybe he was just trying to shoot the hand, probably.
Yeah. That is great. When I was in 8th grade, I'm friends with a guy named Johnny Trouble, and he was going to get in a fight with this Puerto Rican kid from the projects. And the Puerto Rican kid had a knife, and so Johnny Trouble was bringing a knife to school the next day, and they were going to have a knife fight in 8th grade. And so I was at dinner with my parents, and my father was talking about his rough upbringing in the Bronx and how nothing rough ever happens in our lives, like calling us pussies.
Right.
And I go, oh yeah, Johnny Trouble's going to have a knife fight tomorrow with Danny Rodriguez. And so
both names are terrifying.
So my father called the school, and they had a meeting, and they brought Johnny Trouble and Danny Rodriguez into the principal's office, and they got the knives out of their lockers, and Johnny got suspended, and it was my fault.
And it was your fault that no one was murdered in the playground.
I know, but I got my friends fucking turned on me for a while for that.
I mean, how about a responsive school? That's what that story, your personal story is about a school that responded.
Right.
Well, listen, this should be an encouraging story that everyone likes to just say that teachers are the worst paid. Look, there are success stories. Look at it. Look how well paid this teacher was.
That's right. $10 million. Yeah. She asked for $40 million, which, how much? How long would it have taken her to make $10 million on a Virginia teacher's salary? What do you think they make? $50,000 a year?
I don't know if it's that high, especially in Virginia. I would doubt it's $50,000.
Right. Right.
And then all the money that they have to put into personal money that they have to put into it, like every teacher does, supplies, all that stuff.
With outrage building over the death of Kit Kat, a feline struck by a Waymo in San Francisco's Mission District, a city supervisor has called for legislation allowing counties to ban autonomous vehicles. First of all, have you been in the Mission District?
Yeah.
The cat's the least of their problems down there.
That's why they're angry. They're like, of all living things to run over, you hit Kit Kat?
Right. The resolution that Supervisor Jack Fielder plans to introduce Tuesday would urge state leaders to change how this ride-hail technology is regulated. Quote, here in the Mission, we will never forget our sweet Kit Kat, and we will always put community before tech oligarchs. She blasted Waymo for not only killing an animal, but causing congestion, collecting users' data, and undermining public transit.
Well, I mean, no one has to wait for this Kit Kat to cross the street anymore, so maybe it cleared up some congestion.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I guess the beloved bodega cat scurried under a Waymo and shocked bystanders. The poor thing crawled 10 feet to the sidewalk and suffered this is San Francisco. This is a San Francisco woman talking. The poor thing crawled 10 feet to the sidewalk and suffered a horrible, horrible, long, unaliving.
Unaliving, Greg.
Unaliving? I took Percocet.
Unaliving.
I took Percocet for my knee the other night, and I was uncoming. And then I got constipated from it, and I was unshitting.
Unaliving. All right. They're really using it. Okay.
Representatives of Waymo have since tried to make amends with community members who loved the 9-year-old Tabby, long a de facto doorman at Rhonda's market next to Roxy. Store patrons knew him affectionately as the mayor of 16th Street. Hey, look, the mayor just sprawled out on the pavement and licked his own asshole.
Remember the mayor used to walk on the catwalk crossing the street? I mean, I think now hopefully other cats saw this, because I think it's going to be like, listen, when cats now see, German shepherds or whatever on leashes and other pets around the neighborhood, it's got a read on it. This Kit Kat doesn't freak out every time it sees a German shepherd on a leash. It knows it's not going to get it. But like if a loose coyote was walking around, Kit Kat would be, it'd be very different and on guard. So now it's going to be like, yeah, Toyota Prius, yeah, Wagoneer. It's like a driverless car.
Yeah.
That's a different story.
Yeah.
You have to learn.
Yeah, I think, the homeless learned it. Now the cats will learn it. I took a Waymo from here's San Francisco in terms of going there. And one of the great things about San Francisco is the people, the beatniks, the poets, the Italians, the Asians. I took a Waymo from the airport to my hotel. My hotel had a personless kiosk to check in. And then I ordered Uber Eats before the show, and a fucking robot showed up to the hotel, and I had to go down and get the food. I was like, so great getting to know the people of San Francisco.
Oh. Get a robot massage.
Watching.
It would be perfect.
AI porn.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing's going to be real. We're going to be so isolated. But I like Waymos. I mean, everyone's like, oh, what do you think? I'm like, I can't. I mean, they are so much better than LA drivers. The only thing is, the complete stop at a stop sign kills me if I'm behind a Waymo. That's the only thing.
I was at the store last night, and I couldn't get in the parking lot because there was a Waymo in the driving of the employee parking lot, and it was just sitting there. Like it had gone to turn around, and then it froze, and the door guy said, that's the 6th one tonight. They're programmed to think that that's the entrance to the Comedy Store, and then it just freaks out and it shuts down and it doesn't know what to do, and they have to call Waymo and they have to come and move it. And I think the Laugh Factory is doing this on purpose.
But this Kit Kat story, I think even the Waymo rolled its eyes like, guys, it's a loose and wild cat.
Yeah.
That ran under me.
Yeah. After more than 2 centuries in print, the Farmer's Almanac will end its run with its 2026 edition. Long known for weather predictions, moon phases, fishing and gardening guides, and folk wisdom, they had a 208-year legacy. They said it will live on among millions of readers. They called it quits due to the increasing financial challenges of producing and distributing the almanac in today's media environment. So wait a minute. So they know it will end in 2026? This is the first correct prediction they've made in 200 years.
Yeah. Well, the Farmer's Almanac is going to be now it's going to be written by China. Just like all the soybeans have gone there.
Yeah.
The farmers are hurting here, and it includes their almanac.
Yeah. People And people that used to read if anybody was left reading Farmers, they're the ones that don't believe in mainstream media. They just believe in weather predictions made 12 months earlier.
Yeah. Does the corn have a thick husk on it? That means it's going to be cold this year. But like, in going through stories, I read that there's an Arctic freeze predicted. I'm wondering if it's because Farmer's Almanac wrote about it.
Yep.
I don't know. Farmer's Almanac, I wonder if they can tell me about my flight tomorrow. Come on, be on it.
I wonder if they even have a website where they update stuff, or they just kind of lock in a year before and go, nope, this is it.
They focus too much on Farmer's Daughter. Or what was their dating site? What was the Farmer's dating site?
Yeah, Farmer's Daughter.
Is that really what it's called?
I think so.
By the way, how about that restaurant on Abercrombie, Butcher's Daughter?
Yeah.
Have you been there?
No.
It's either vegetarian or vegan.
Yeah. Oh, hilarious.
So now I kind of see the cute name that maybe the daughter, fell far from the butcher dad or butcher mom tree. But it's like no one's putting that together. I read Butcher's Daughter. I think I'm going to get the thickest cut of bacon at breakfast there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like a butcher's cut.
Yeah.
No, it's like, it's broccoli bacon or whatever the hell it is.
Oh, it's called Farmer's Only, not Farmer's Daughter.
Oh, okay. I was just going to look it up. Got it.
Farmer's Daughter sounds more like, the joke. There's a million Farmer's Daughter jokes.
Of course. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of one right now.
It should be that. Yeah. Wasn't there one like Mr. Show even made a song with early unknown Jack Black singing about putting your pee-pee in a hole in the barn, and the farmer warned him not to. It's all about you can stay here, but I have a really hot daughter. Yeah. And guess what? Things happen.
Yeah. Do you want to do this turkey story?
Americans are bracing to cough up more cash this year for their Thanksgiving feasts. Wholesale turkey prices have spiked 75% since October last year, climbing from 94 cents a pound to $1.71 a pound last month. Pushing up the high prices are the bird flu outbreaks that are ravaging turkey populations, significantly reducing the number of turkeys raised. The contagious viral disease has caused the turkey flock in the U.S. to plummet to its smallest size in nearly 4 decades.
Damn.
What do you have your Norm joke?
I was just saying, like, Norm joke. There's plenty of... There's not a lot of turkeys. There's plenty of turkeys. Just go down to Congress. That's the kind of joke he would have done.
I love it.
By the way, it mentions up here, the analysis was by Purdue University.
Oh.
Does Purdue University have anything to do with Frank Purdue?
Interesting. A tough, to get a tender chicken requires a tough man. What was their slogan?
That's right. It takes a tough man to make a tender chicken.
I flipped it. Yeah, that's it. Frank Purdue, who reminded me of Ed Koch when I was growing up.
He reminded me of Tom Carvel.
A little, but he was a tough, bald guy. Did you ever see Tom Carvel?
I used to caddy for him.
No.
Yep. His wife would the caddy master at the country club was very funny, and Frank Purdue's wife was like ditzy and spacey, and she would always miss her golf dates. She would show up on the wrong days, and he goes, she thinks that Wednesday is Sunday.
You need to know a Carvel ad to get that joke.
Yeah, Carvel might just be an East Coast thing, but that was their slogan: is on Wednesdays you got like a 2-for-1 Sunday, and so their slogan was Wednesdays or Sundays at Tom Carvel.
So they have Carvel out here. Does Ralph's carry them or something? They're the Carvel. So for those that don't know, we grew up in the East Coast. Carvel was a chain famous mostly for their soft serve ice cream in the Northeast, I believe. Anyway, and Tom Carvel would read the ads, and they were hysterical. But last night, just very small world, and yesterday, I made a Carvel ice cream cake for my sister Laura's birthday.
What?
Yeah,
you
yeah,
did?
yeah. So that's a thing I do in my family. I get way too much credit because making is not the right word. I assemble a Carvel ice cream cake. I get these Oreos and I smash them up for like the layers, the crunchy layers in the ice cream cake on the bottom, the middle, and he didn't put them on the top. I put them on the top. And I take a half gallon of vanilla and a half gallon of chocolate.
You get it from Carvel?
No. I just get Breyers from the
Breyers.
No, hard ice cream.
Worst.
I have to wait till they melt, and then I layer them on the cake with a layer of the crunch in between.
And how do you shape it? Do you have like a cone?
No, I have a cake. It's not tin, but I don't know the name of it. But that you pop off the ring that goes around it.
Wow.
Yeah,
You're amazing.
Sure. Wait. Oh, look, I have a picture of it. It was a little bit of a joke this year. I loaded way too much. They also liked the Oreo, but there's the two layers. There's the chocolate and then the vanilla, and then the top, which is packed with the mint Oreos.
Oh, yeah. That's questionable.
Well, not in this family, man. They can't get enough of it.
Wow.
Sure.
Well, all right, let's get down to this was hilarious. We should have done this at the top.
Right.
A Kentucky official was forced to remind Bluegrass State residents that they cannot vote in Tuesday's election for the New York mayor. We're getting calls about polls being closed. They are closed because we do not have elections today. Kentucky votes next year. You cannot vote today in Kentucky for the mayor of New York City or the governor of Virginia. Sorry.
I'm imagining they all wanted to vote against him.
I don't know. Seems like we don't want some communist running a city that we already hate. What do they care?
A Muslim immigrant communist?
People from Kentucky fucking hate New York City. And yet they're angry about how it's being run. You're never going to go there. What the fuck? This is like the guys that are they love shitting on women's basketball and how bad they are. And then the second they hear that a transition woman wants to play in female sports, they lose their shit. Oh, so now you care about women's sports?
Right. Well, trust me, Nashville has tremendous Kentucky envy, and I'm being very serious, because Kentucky is definitely making steps and is more progressive and more inclusive than Tennessee.
Interesting.
Yeah, the northern cousin there is doing a lot more things right.
I do a club in Lexington every year, and it's a fucking great town.
Yeah. Oh, no, I told you when Hoffman and I went, Ben Hoffman, the comedian's from Lexington, and the gay mayor. We interviewed the gay mayor of Lexington, Kentucky, and that was over 10 years ago.
No shit. It's so beautiful down there.
I mean, he's not out, but we called him gay. He seemed very gay.
Why,
like the wife was so not believable.
Did he make an ice cream cake? Like, how could you?
Not that gay.
Let's get a crinkle. It's time for the ethical question.
All right, here we go. Okay.
All right. The World Series was last week.
Oh, man. We didn't even, forget that. Best World Series I've ever heard of. Ever seen.
86 Mets was probably the best. This was a second. This was a close second.
Yeah. 86 Mets, didn't it end in the sixth game?
Yeah, but it had 7 games.
Was it?
Yeah, game 6 was when the big error was made and it forced it to go to a game 7. You got a ticket. Let's say you got a ticket to game 7, World Series, Dodgers against the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
You get 2 tickets.
Sure.
You can either take your father, who's aging, or one of your daughters who will have this memory for the rest of their lives. This was a question sent in by a listener.
Oh, my dad. And not only because, he might like the sport more and know more about it. So let's put all that aside. Let's say my daughter's really obsessed with baseball and maybe, I guess, the Dodgers. First of all, if she's really obsessed with the Dodgers, she's not coming with me because I'm rooting for Canada. So... But no, it would be because it's not only making a memory for him, it's making a memory for me.
Okay.
And I'd sneak in an ice cream cake and we'd really celebrate.
Hey, look, you love your dad. He was your best man at your wedding.
Right. That exactly. That did not work out, but yes.
Well,
wasn't the good luck sauce that I needed.
No. Make America Florida.
Here it comes. Make America Florida. Okay, this is a feel-good, atypical Florida man story. Florida man walks the four corners of the U.S. for mental health awareness. All right, I'm going to read this, Greg, and then I took out the very last part of the sentence, and you're going to guess. So here's the opening sentence. A Florida man has walked 9,280 miles across the United States to raise awareness for mental health, stopping in Naples as part of his record-breaking journey that began ...
Well, first of all, the country is not 9,280 miles wide.
No, he's doing four corners of it.
It's about 3,000. Oh, okay.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
I
But
was going to say only a Florida man would take 9,000 miles to get across the country.
yeah, that's true.
All right.
So he stumbled because when you stumble, you at least double your steps.
That began when a warrant went out for his arrest in Florida for domestic violence.
It literally said stopping in Naples as part of his record-breaking journey that began in a prison cell. I'm not joking. It was so Florida. Like, I was like, this is just feel good. I'll explain that to the listeners. And I'm like, well, there's the Florida part right there.
Oh, my God. Yeah. So how does he check in with his parole officer when he's walking for...
I know. And all that. Yeah. And he just pees on the run. Kendall Ray Edwards started his walk on January 1, 2022 with his feet in the Atlantic Ocean. That's right after he got out of his prison cell. Yeah. He walked across the United States once.
His feet were in the ocean because he got lost and walked in the wrong direction.
I know. He's like, is Louisiana this way? Edwards walked across the United States once, but once he hit the West Coast, he didn't stop. Now on day 839 of his journey,
what?
Edwards is attempting to reach all four corners of the continental United States. Quote, when I hit the northeastern point of Maine, that should be a world record. And the mental health part of this is he just goes around showing what a Florida man's like, and everyone feels better about themselves.
I'm just calculating real quick how many miles a day this would be. If he goes, all right, so he's been going for 3.5 years, which is about 1,200 days, and he's gone 9,000 miles.
Oh, boy.
9,200 miles.
Fitz figures. We have Fitz facts. This is going to be Fitz figures.
He's going 7.6 miles every single day for 3.5 years.
How much?
7.6 miles. So he's no Forrest Gump. He's more of a Forrest Gimp at that rate.
All right, I have a different one. What I did was I did his 9,280 miles, and then I divided it by days, which was 839, and that came to 11 a day.
Okay. Well, maybe someone will correct us. Was it 7.6 or was it 11?
Right. All righty.
Let's get down to Texas.
Let's go down. Maybe he walked through. He had to walk through Texas. All right, at Texas, okay. I'm heading there tomorrow. Texas man arrested in Palm Beach County for anti-Semitic threats to Jewish residents. According to court documents, Nicholas L. Ray of Spring, Texas, was arrested Monday and charged with sending anti-Semitic death threats to, and they list the people, including Laura Loomer, on the social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter. So I think the reaction and with a lot of the crusty old wasps in Palm Beach is like, Nicholas, we don't say it publicly.
Yeah,
we don't call them out publicly down here. Like, what? Please, you're so new money.
Yeah, we have clubs for that.
Yes, behind closed doors that the police are not even allowed in, even if they try.
I thought X was for that. Isn't it just hate speech? I know a bunch of people that have gotten off X entire. Like Dana Gould had like 500,000 followers, and he just got off it. He said it's just toxic.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh, it's terrible.
I don't post on there very often. I don't really look at it. I look at Instagram. I don't look at any of it. I'm so bad.
All right, we are going to another Florida man story that happens to be in the sports category. Here it is.
Tom Brady says his dog is a clone. He said Tuesday that his dog Junie is a clone of his late dog Louie that died in 2023. Quote, "I love my animals," he said in a statement. "They mean the world to me and my family." Yeah. This is what you do when you're rich and you get divorced. You don't split up your belongings. You just get two of each. You know, you get two couches, you get two Porsches, and you clone the fucking dog.
Well, he also says that it helps him feel more like a family, also with his new girlfriend, Giselle B. And so he just, listen, he's very into tradition. He wants things to stay the same, kind of.
Yeah, he meets her for a cup of coffee and discreetly takes her cup and puts it in a plastic bag as he leaves the table.
Maybe it's like Hazel, like it's the next model. It's not the G series, it's the H series.
No, I think he wants to keep the jizz part in. I think it's going to be Jizz M.
Jizz M? Jizz M's perfect. Followed by Jizz N, Jizz O, Jizz P. That's perfect. Which model are you on? He'll start selling models.
Let's get to international.
Here we go, international.
I wasn't sure if we did this, so correct us if we did. Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie quietly made their escape from the UK as their father, Andrew Windsor, had his royal title stripped and was evicted from his royal lodging. Pictures show the sisters, who will still retain their royal titles despite their parents losing theirs, avoided the scandal by taking 2 different vacations before the official announcement. Eugenie was spotted on a girls' trip to Paris with friends, and Beatrice was pictured at the Future Investment Initiative in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, probably seeing some good comedy.
Yeah, exactly. That's the funny capital of the world now.
So,
wait, why did they have to escape?
I guess the media in London is insane. But
okay.
He was ordered to surrender his lease at the Royal Lodge and move to an alternative private accommodation. So I guess he needs to find a castle that's at least 100 yards from a school.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, the escape thing is wild. Also, I bet his daughters are older than some of his victims. Oh, they definitely are.
Yeah, 37 and 35.
Oh, man, yeah.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
They could have been even a parent of one of them, probably. Yes, for sure.
They're probably disinvited to all those little parties that all these royals go to. They're probably disinvited to all of them.
Right. I'm looking at, you skipped his middle name. His name's Andrew Windsor. It's Andrew Mountbatten Windsor.
No.
Mountbatten is so over the top. Yeah. It is the most like British royal name. I mean, it is, but it's like, it almost would be that even if I didn't affiliate it with them. Like Mountbatten is crazy.
Had you heard that name before?
Yeah, Mountbatten, because it's in the it's in the family, and it's like I think, let's look up the name. Is the king Mountbatten? Was the not the king?
Well,
but,
I'll just say it's the second most royal name.
Yeah.
The first is a friend you grew up with whose name is Michi de Bourbon.
Oh, is that the one?
That's up there with Mountbatten. And I went to school with a girl named Ashley Briggs, and another kid named Randy Van Cleet III.
The Mountbatten family, and I mean, all of this is happening right now. Me reading this and all these, because you know more than I do. Like, I haven't even seen The Crown. I've had kind of no interest in the British royals, so I mix them up all the time. All of it's blurry for me. But the Mountbatten family is a British family that originated as a branch of the German princely Battenberg family. The name was adopted by members of the Battenberg family residing in the United Kingdom in 1917, 3 days before the British royal family changed its name from Saxe-Coburg to Gotha to Windsor. Listen to this crap. This was due to a rising anti-German sentiment. They pulled that one. There's their coat of arms. So originally from German. Interesting. Louis Mountbatten I, the Marquess of Milford Haven, Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. That's him. Anyway, Burma. Burma's involved. The Earls Mountbatten of Burma. Yes.
Have you seen? It's a sign of disrespect to the royal family when you put your hands in your pockets in front of them.
Oh, the Irish.
Yeah, the Irish do it. Cillian Murphy did it when he met the Queen recently.
Yep.
Or, I don't know who he met, but I would do that for sure.
Right. Yeah, I like it.
And I'd play with my balls.
They kill like generations of people and really ruin the soul of a country, but we got them back. We put our hands in our pockets.
Yeah.
It's even now. It's even.
Do you want to go to science?
No, we'll save science.
All right, let's save science and get down
Elon Musk
to
apparently has an AI girlfriend. We'll get to that next week.
This
day in history.
Day in
Here we go.
history.
All right, I gotta admit up front, it was light.
Really?
Yeah, it was tough. So you have to be a little patient. You're not going to know about Gemini 12 or Ned Kelly, Nat Turner. You're not going to know any of that crap. World War I ends, you would know. There's a lot of elections, which are boring. All right, hold on.
1922?
Well, would you know when Richard Burton, the great Welsh actor, was born?
I would say
give or take 5 years.
I would say he was born in 1932.
You blew it. 1925. You were just about to get it.
Ugh.
The American children's TV series Sesame Street debuted on the National Educational Television Network, later called PBS. When did Sesame Street premiere? Give or take 3 years.
I'm going to say it was a revolutionary show. It was very diverse. It was about inner city. I'm going to say it had to be late 60s, 68.
69.
There we go.
Very good. This next tragedy left us with a very cool song. The Edmund Fitzgerald sank during a storm on Lake Superior, killing all 29 on board. And Gordon Lightfoot immortalized it. So what year? Hold on a minute. Okay. I'm making sure they're not asking about the song.
Right.
What year did the Edmund Fitzgerald sink on Lake Superior, killing all 29 aboard, give or take 10 years?
Oh, 10. Come on.
All right, fine. Give or take 30 years.
Okay. Well,
I'm going to bet you don't get it.
I'm guessing the song came out around 75. So I would say the wreck was way earlier with some kind of, I'm going to say 1875.
So close. The wreck was in 1975.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No way. When did the song come out?
You saw me. That's why I paused. When I saw this date, I'm like, that must be the song. And that's why I read more and delayed.
Well, what year did the song come out?
Interestingly, 74. He knew it was coming.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Let's see here.
It must have been right after that.
Gordon Lightfoot was born in 38, died. Let's see. And we're going to go with Sundown was 74. Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald the next year after the sinking, 76.
Okay, well, at least I should get partial credit for knowing that.
If you could read my mind.
Woo.
All right.
Okay,
so that's that way. Let me go back. Now you have me in a wormhole of... but I did read about it a little. First of all, the amount of ships that sank in Lake Superior, and Lake Superior's size, there's podcasts just on Lake Superior. It's fascinating how absolutely extraordinary Lake Superior is. Okay.
Oh, it's the best one.
All the others can fit in Lake Superior, by the way.
Wow.
And then the amount of volume it's a high percentage of the fresh water, higher than you think, on the planet. It's really something else. Yeah. So let's see here. And fact check me on that, everybody, because it probably needs it. As I said, slim pickings. Jack the Ripper's infamous killing spree in the Whitechapel district of London's East End came to an end. I don't know why. Was he caught or killed? Or it was just his last killing. Came to an end on this day. And it's a day. It must be, maybe it's his last killing. What year, give or take 30 years?
1934.
1888.
Shit.
Someone look up Jack the Ripper. Why was that his last day? And then, okay, we're going to go for one more. We've done our right. Oh, this is nice. Wes Craven's Nightmare on Elm Street was released in theaters, introducing moviegoers to the villain Freddy Krueger. It's considered a horror classic. It spun off a number of sequels. It came out on this day. You're going to be good at this one. I think I'm only giving you 2 years. Give or take 2 years. When did A Nightmare on Elm Street get released?
1983.
I knew you would do it, man. 84.
Yeah, baby. I think I got 2. I got 2 right with an asterisk on one because I said the date and then I changed it by 2 years.
I love that one.
And an asterisk on the Gordon Lightfoot because I did guess within a year of when the song came out. All right, let's go to letters to the editor.
Wait, how about this one? This is interesting. I missed this one. The American cable television company, HBO, where I got my start, officially debuted as it aired the 1971 film Sometimes a Great Notion, which starred Paul Newman. I worked there. I heard a lot about its history, and I didn't, that's one of those, TV Killed the Radio Star is the first music video, but I've never heard this. What was the first thing ever shown on HBO? Anyway, HBO debuted on this day in what year, give or take 4 years?
1971. 72,
kid.
There we go. You realize you said 71 when you named the movie.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. I didn't realize that. But yeah, so it couldn't have been before that, but it could have been way after. All right, here we go. We're back. What do we got?
Let's get to letters to the editor.
All right, here it goes.
Okay. People have been writing in about ice ads on our show, and some of them are on YouTube.
Don't forget, listen, when you become an ICE agent, put code PAPERS when you sign up.
And for every innocent person that you collect from us, we will give you a koozie.
You get a little beer koozie that says Sunday Papers for every mom you rip away from her kids out of school.
Yes.
Has to be right near the school.
And if you take my gardener, you have to come and do the weeds yourself.
Good point.
So,
solid point.
They said it's been on Apple Podcasts. It's been on YouTube. They are inundating podcasts with ads for these fucking douchebags.
Yep.
All right, let's get to the obituary.
I know. Sad. Here we go. Diane Ladd. I'll just read from the New York Times a little bit. Versatile and lauded film actress. She was 89. She was 3-time Oscar contender, playing strikingly different characters, in one case starring alongside her daughter and fellow nominee Laura Dern. She was Flo, the sassy and foul-mouthed but deeply compassionate Southern waitress in Martin Scorsese's Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. And that was 74. She was Marietta Fortune, a seductive, malevolent? I don't like that word. Malevolent. See? Man, my reading. Former beauty queen who hires a hitman to kill her daughter's boyfriend in David Lynch's Wild at Heart. That was 1990.
I got to watch that again.
I mean, I remember her hysterical, literally the literal word hysterical, with tears and everything, with the makeup all over her face in front of the mirror.
Yeah.
And then a quietly noble Georgia housewife who defends the family's indiscreet young maid in Martha Coolidge's Rambling Rose. And that's where she was with Laura, and they were both nominated. I've never seen that one.
Me neither.
But here's a little quote that I put in for the Fitz dog. Miss Ladd was asked for advice on succeeding in show business, and she said, quote, "Nothing's going to be handed to you." She said, suggesting that in her 80s, she had no intention of mellowing. Quote, "You have to fight like a dirty, rotten dog."
Wow. That's badass.
Yep. Anyway, Laura Dern is so cool. And I guess it's Bruce Dern. Is that
Yeah, I guess that would be her father.
But yeah, I want to see that movie again. Wild at Heart. I mean, Nicolas Cage in that thing is so great also.
But that thing about you have to fight like a dirty rotten dog as an actress. Like I just read an article about Jennifer Lawrence in the New Yorker this week. And she was the highest paid actress in Hollywood for years. And then she but they were talking about her first role. I can't remember the movie, but she auditioned and they said she was too pretty. So the next week she got on a flight to Toronto and purposely took a red eye, didn't wear any makeup, auditioned again, and got the role. Like, that's what it takes. That was her first role. She had no fucking money.
Wow.
She's
Who was
incredible. Jennifer Lawrence. She's pretty fucking cool as a person.
I like Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
And she's funny.
All right, speaking of funny, let's get to the funnies.
Let's do it. Here it is. All right, I got a couple of onions. We'll get out of the way here up top. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, man. It disappeared. Oh, here we go. So, what was the one I saw? Well, they have a lot on Mamdani. So, fact-checking claims about Mamdani. And one of them is, all right, the claim is, my uncle says Mamdani will abolish the entire police department. And the Onion says, true, your uncle does say that. Another claim, Mamdani met his wife on Hinge. True, but it won't happen for you. Claim, Mamdani is a communist. False. Any real communist will happily spend 6 hours explaining why this isn't true. Anyway, so good. And then here's one last one, which is just a true cartoon and it's cartoon topic from The Onion. Californians approve measure to redraw Garfield.
That's good.
There it is. Not only the voting districts, but we're redrawing Garfield finally.
All right. Speaking of drawing, Jason Love, friend of the show, made a nice comic that we are all going to write captions on. It looks like an OB-GYN. He's standing in a mask and a gown in front of a woman who's in stirrups getting a vaginal exam. Bats are emerging from her vagina. And John W. says, nurse, call Erin Fitzsimmons. She's a postnatal Dracula.
Okay, look at that.
Matt said, she said it was like a cave in there, but holy crap.
Uh-huh.
Uri Shatil said he had misunderstood the patient's complaint of, quote, a lot of flapping down there.
It's gross.
Chili B says, cunt Dracula.
Got me.
Yeah.
Got me.
Zach from Yuma, he says, in parentheses, Hunter S. Thompson voice, I was somewhere around the edge of her cunt when the drugs began to take hold.
Okay.
K-Dog said the dreaded bat smear.
Ah, interesting.
Anthony Sexton said, congratulations, Mrs. Wayne, it's a boy.
Okay.
Sean Johnson said, Bruce and Kate +8.
Ah.
Chili Bowles said, being Transylvania's only gynecologist came with unique challenges.
Nice.
Kevin Robinson said Sharon Osbourne at the OBGYN.
I'm going to say it. This is the best group I've ever seen.
These are good.
I mean, it lent itself to good ones, but you would think everyone would be on the same track.
I was worried. I thought this one was a little bit specific. Almost.
Yeah, it would be a joke on a joke. Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ron said another mistress of Bruce Wayne gives birth.
Right. Well, that's been covered kind of. But boy, those are really good.
Yep.
Why don't we send them all koozies?
Everybody gets a koozie.
Everybody gets a koozie.
It seemed like you laughed the hardest at Cunt Dracula.
It was so short, which deserves a lot of credit. And also to type Cunt Dracula and press send is just very impressive.
All right, Chili B, you're not going to be chilly any longer. You're going to have a
Even the name,
koozie.
Chili B, I mean, is so tight and short.
Do we have a black listener?
Chili B? I don't know.
I hope so. I'll tell you where there's no blacks is in
Might
medieval
I think it's a Chili W. Huh?
There's no blacks in medieval Scandinavia. We've got Hager is talking to Lucky in a bar. There is a very pretty smiling maiden just down the bar from them. Hager says, how much importance do you place on a woman's looks? And Lucky says a lot. And the next frame, they're both staring at her, and she's looking back, and he goes, anytime a woman looks my way is special.
Yeah. She's not going to be making eye contact soon when it's not consensual.
Yes. I'd say anytime I can catch a woman running is special. Anytime a woman with a limp comes in my path is special.
Right. When their eyes are open, it's actually a little less special for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate when they're looking.
Yeah.
Lockhorns, they're looking at a bill, and Leroy says, why can't hidden fees stay hidden?
But I've never really questioned, like, the Lockhorns must have been like a placeholder name. Like, I'm gonna write a cartoon comic strip about people who are fighting all the time. Lockhorn. They're going to be locked horns.
Yeah, yeah. Loretta looks upset. Leroy says, I'm sorry, Loretta. Does it count if I don't know why? That's cute.
It is cute. Lockhorn's a good name on a fake ID. That would be a good one.
The Lockhorns.
Yeah, Greg Lockhorn.
We got Dagwood sitting at the table. He's eating.
Look at this child.
He's eating something. He's in his pajamas, his donut pajamas. Blondie comes in looking very sexy. Oh, that's a bath. Oh, I thought she was in a dress. Okay. She's got a bathroom that looks like a dress.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, honey, what are you doing down here this late? He goes, my body clock still hasn't adjusted to the time change. She goes, what does that have to do with eating a sandwich at 3 a.m? Mm-hmm. And he goes, it's still set to stomach standard time. Now, the reason I put this in, I thought she was in a dress, and I was in a celebratory mood thinking that Blondie is coming home at 3 a.m. dressed up, and she's out getting dicked.
Oh. Okay.
Like, she's done with him. She's finally stepping out.
Right.
But it's a bathrobe. What is she doing up at 3 a.m.?
Maybe someone's in the house.
Yeah. It's very curious that she's up at 3
Maybe
a.m.
she's getting busy.
Yeah. Anyway, if you're around Wisconsin tonight and it's not too snowy, swing by the Skyline Comedy Club, November 9th. I'll be there. Also, remind people, Fitzdog Radio, we got some great guests this week. Dana Gould was amazing. Annie Letterman was just on. We got a bunch of good people. So check it out.
Nice. Very cool.
Anything you want to promote?
God, I don't even think I've seen anything. You know, I saw a movie in the theater, believe it or not. I think it was called Good Fortune, but it's Aziz Ansari's. He directed it.
Oh, I heard that's good. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. No, it's feel good. It's not challenging at all. It's just feel good, blah, blah. Anyway, and it's very much a Mamdani movie. I got to tell you, it's about the 1% being less like a-holes. So anyway, but Keanu Reeves is in it, and I'm a fan of Keanu Reeves. I don't think I've ever seen him this bad.
Really?
And it was very surprising to me because he's done so many things, and he's done them in his Keanu way, but well. I mean, all the John Wick, the Matrix. And, he's cast pretty perfectly. Same with Bill and Ted. But he's in The Matrix, literally he's called dumb in it. And then he doesn't realize he's the hero. He's not buffoonish, but he's kind of lost also because it's the goddamn Matrix. So he's like, what? Wait, what? And whoa. And so he's perfect for it. But man, there's something off in this. And I know he's playing an angel, which is first scene, so no spoiler. He's playing an angel, and so, but man, he does this shaking thing, it would be to you, let's say I'm him, shaking his head, Greg, well, it's almost when you saw him in Bill and Ted's Adventure, he's like, well, what's this, but that's it, man, one speed pitch.
Well, speaking of bad and bad reviews, have you heard about All's Fair, Kim Kardashian series on Hulu?
No.
Oh, boy. It's got a 5% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh.
Here's some of the reviews.
I should read about Keanu. I didn't read about him yet.
Break out a stopwatch, start the timer the moment the action begins, and see how long it takes for your jaw to detach from the rest of your face.
Oh, okay, great.
I cannot believe Ms. Close put her name on this train wreck.
Oh.
Yeah, it's bad. It's real. And the thing is, the cast is amazing. Naomi Watts. Ryan Murphy is the executive producer. He usually makes really good stuff, doesn't he?
So wait, it's a movie?
No, it's a series on Hulu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, amazing cast.
All right.
Naomi Watts.
Oh, and you know what we didn't do? It sounds like we both didn't do Chair Company.
Oh, right. All right. That's for next week.
You know what? I'm downloading it because I bet I spend, you and I could probably knock out the whole thing in an airport this weekend.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
All right. Good luck with your hobbling, bro.
All right. Thanks, man. I'll see you soon.
Take it, Ish.
Take it, Ish.
Stains on your shirt. Greg's got the headlines, Mike's got the smirk. Florida man's in trouble, Elon's off the rails. Some koalas got chlamydia, welcome to the tales. Mike took off to work on the Emmys for a week. Greg was hiding out in Vermont, trying not to speak. But they reconvene at 10 a.m. with jokes and news to slay. Your weekly dose of chaos in an audio buffet. We read the Sunday papers. We spill the wildest capers. From weird world catastrophes to celebrity capers. We read the Sunday papers. Got hot takes and vapors. Greg and Mike will break it down in Sunday papers. Yes. They talk about crosswalk wars in Florida, mass mayhem in Texas, gun laws, AI classes, conspiracy pretexts. Jimmy Kimmel returns, Sean Combs coming back up. Conjoined twins making headlines. Yes, true. Oh, Lord, what's up? A 13-year-old baby in Florida, John Daly's Sunday swing. Seinfeld sees secret KKK. Is this real or a meme? with sarcasm and flair. You'll laugh, you'll roll your eyes, but damn if you don't care. We read the Sunday papers, we spill the wildest capers, from weird world catastrophes to celebrity capers. We read the Sunday papers, got hot takes and vapors. Greg and Mike will break it down in Sunday papers. Whoa, yeah. Here's to the people who catch the weird and the wild, who find the absurd in politics, pets, and the exile, who will take your Sunday, flip it, twist it, chew it, then hand it back to you in punchlines and jewelry. Yeah. Mike, did you see that Florida guy was riding a lawnmower on the highway? Yeah, I thought he was auditioning for Fast and Furious. Sundown edition. We read the Sunday papers, we spill the